Today we're going to yellow sort 22 words. So we have been studying in the last few weeks short vowels, long vowels. So we've done a and a. We've done o and o and and u. Okay, so when we want our vowel to make the short sound, we usually do a consonant vowel consonant pattern, like cat, cot, cup kind of thing. When we want the vowel to say the long sound, we usually have multiple ways to do it. So we might use magic E, always makes the vowel say its long sound. We might use A-I, A-Y, etc, etc. O, we've got a few ways of doing it, and U, we've got a few ways of doing it. So you can look back over your notes from sort 19, 20, 21. So we're going to follow a very similar pattern today, but today the vowel we're looking at is the vowel I. So we're looking at I and I. Okay, so it is our consonant vowel consonant. So we have pit or tip. Consonant vowel consonant. Okay, if we want I to say the long sound, we can use magic E. Okay, so we can have a word like lick, and then magic E comes along and says, nope, say I. We can have pit, not being very imaginative. Now, pite is actually not a word, but if it was, that's how you'd write it. Okay, so we've got, oh, I know, I'll give you a better one. It's actually in your word list. We've got quit, and then magic E comes along, jumps over that single consonant, and we now have quite. Okay, so magic E is our first way to make it say I. Our second way is a consonant triple vowel cluster. It can have a consonant after it or not. And the triple vowel cluster we're looking at is over here. I. You may have come across the three-letter I before. So let's have a look at how we might use I in words. How about might or fight? So we can use that three-letter vowel cluster as one of our vowel teams that makes the I sound. We can also do Y. So we just have consonant vowel. That can just be the end of a word. It can have something before it, but this can be the ending, where we basically have something and Y. So let's have a think about words like M, that's our consonant. My, it's making the long I sound, isn't it? B-I, my, by. Okay, so magic E, a three-letter cluster of IGH. I know G and H are not vowels on their own, but this actually functions as a vowel team. So you just, that's what's in red. Whoop. We didn't need to get a bit carried away trying to put a circle around it, but might as well finish off. Okay, and of course the fourth way that I always teach you, but it isn't going to crop up in your word sort because I don't seem to be doing that in this word sorts, is if I finishes a syllable. So if I finishes a syllable, like, I'm just trying to think of a word, like piper. Like the pied piper. If we separated that out into our syllables, we'd have, remember we've only got one consonant, goes to the right, piper. So we've got open syllable. When a vowel finishes a syllable, it feels vulnerable, says it's a long sound, that says piper. So that's actually our fourth way. Our fourth way is open syllable. But we won't be addressing that in your word sort because the word sorts don't talk about open syllables, but I think it's really helpful for you to know that one. Okay, so this word sort will be dealing with the short I and the three different ways to do the long I sound. So let me clean that up and get rid of that, and we can start doing our word sort together. Okay, so we have got in this word sort, we have got, let me just see where the glare hits. Okay, so we've got consonant vowel consonant, so that's our I. We have got consonant vowel consonant magic E, we have got our consonant, vowel, consonant, our 3-letter I, and we've got our consonant vowel or our Y. Okay, so underneath this, I'm actually going to put this down as a little subcategory of this. You can just have the IGH, like high. You don't have to have a consonant after it. You can still use this 3-letter vowel, can end words as well. So I'll just have that as a little subcategory, but it sort of can go under the same. It doesn't really deserve its own column, I don't think. Okay, so under words like this, we've got quick and quit. Now the 2 Ks actually function as a single sound there, sort of single sound there, it's not a blend. And we've got quit. Okay, so both of those, we've got quick and quit. Okay, we've got white, because without the E that would say wit, white. We've got twice. We've got quit, just like there, but if we add an E, we suddenly have quite. Quit, quite. Okay, let's move along to some of our IGH words. Might. We've got bright. There's actually lots of IGH words. It's actually quite a common blend, even though it might look a bit funny when you first learn it as a young kid. You think, IGH to say I, a little bit unusual, but you get used to it. And it's actually in lots of words. Flight. Sight. What a beautiful sight. All those flowers in the field. And you've got right. So they're all our IGH with a consonant ending. You might be interested to know, it seems to be T is a very common way to round off this 3-letter team, 3-letter vowel team. Now we've got our 2 little CVVV teams. We've got high and sigh. So they use the IGH, but they just don't have the T on the end. And we've got a few words under our Y, cry, sky, fly, try, and I'll put it here, shy. That sort of belongs. I'll just cordon that off there. I don't want you to get confused. That sort of belongs there. Okay, so we've got Y, cry, shy, sky, fly, and try. So we've got I, consonant vowel consonant, and then we've got I. So we can use our magic E. Magic E is our first long I, our 3-letter I, and our Y to say I. So there are the 3 ways we're looking at. Remember, there is that 4th way of I finishing a syllable, but your sort just deals with those 3 ways. Okay, so there's plenty of words for you to practice this week and get really good at your short and your long I vowel sounds. Okay, happy practicing. Bye.